Welcome to another episode of All Bass Creations, Effects, Tutorials, Demos, and Review. Hold on, let me make sure you guys can hear me good. Give me 1 second. Hold on, I changed some of my settings here. Give me 1 second. There we go. Uh-huh. So, hope you guys are having a wonderful evening, and I appreciate all you guys that have followed and subscribed and all that good stuff so far. Just checking us out. Glad Glad you can hear me. Awesome. And feel free to ask questions and all that good stuff. So, today, we'll be going through my first impressions, first looks at the Meris Ottobit X, which is, in my opinion, like one of the best, absolute best sample rate devices on the market. One of the best, I guess, ambient glitch devices on the market. And if you look at the actual market of what's out there, it's not too far off with the price range. It's about $600, just like the other X series pedals that you see here. I also have two Enzo X's and the Mercury X right there. So as you can tell, I really love Meris pedals. Now, full disclosure, Meris did send me this pedal for review, but I'm gonna say what I want because y'all know how I am. I ain't fixing the whole cut cost for nobody. But luckily, this is exactly worth the hype that they say it is. So let's see. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit them reactions, subscribe, all that good stuff. Feel free to Cash App, Super Chat. Check out my preset packs for the different pedals you see here and all that good stuff, and some you don't. But let's get right into that actual sound. So far, I haven't really been able to create a whole lot of presets. This is like one of the first presets I've created. And so this preset here is based off of their pitch section, the monochroma, right? So I have this set up. So not only does it stutter, they gotta let's just look at all the effects I have here. So on the preamp, I just have a volume pedal, so I can. Well, let me switch over to the pedal board view here. On the actual preamp section, I have just the volume pedal, so I can swell in that trigger. And as you can hear underneath my actual bass sound, it swells in, right? Then I have the crush section, which I didn't engage yet, but if I was to do a chord or something, I can now change the sample rate. I can change the amount, the bits. You just completely decimate the sound there. I actually love the 32-bit that it comes on. And I like the sweep from there. You can add in some more of your dry signal in this section as well. But we don't need our dry signal for this. Oh, sorry. So that way, even when it's freezing and doing different things, it's, you still have your dry signal in there. Yes, and just right off the back, I'll say one of the benefits of the Meris X pedals, all of them allow you to add all the modifiers that are available to it. So in the X series pedals, they have two LFOs. You got LFO A, LFO B. You got a sample and hold, which is like a random generator type of thing. I should have left my camera up a little bit more, but sorry about that. My head's cut off a little bit, but we'll rock with it. And you also have the envelope, the hold switch right here, hold modifier, and then you also have a 16-step sequencer, which allows you to have a 16-step sequencer with any of these different parameters. Mind you, most of the parameters can be assigned to any of that stuff. Plus, you get 6 of different parameters you can assign to the expression pedal. So say, let me fix this camera real quick. Say I wanted to assign, like I do now, I have, everything in there is synced up to where it all just works together. So let's start from scratch. That's a better idea, because if you don't have a Meris Series X pedal, me going through and telling you that really doesn't demonstrate it. So let's just create a patch from scratch, right? You kind of heard all that patching, we'll get to it. All right, so let's see what I got here. All right, so I don't have anything here. So when you first come to, you open it up, you can automatically just add crush to your sound, change the sample rate. Now say I wanted that to be assigned to an LFO. I can now come over to LFO A, come over to LFO A assign, and assign it to sample rate, crush sample rate, right? And let's set that to a, let's say 8th note. And so if I come all the way back over to the crush section, I can kind of determine where I want that sweep to fit there, as well as in the actual LFO section. So it's super flexible. And that's just an example of how you can assign that parameter to different things. So that's LFO A, right? Now say I wanted an envelope bit crusher for whatever reason, or a random bit crusher. Now, if I want to add some more of my dry signal in there, I can go back to the crush section, do it there, or with the mix section if I want my complete dry signal and don't want any of the other effects to affect it either. So say I wanted to take that and just say, right, so I can just add in some dry signal there, or I can do it through the crush section. Just and you can of course set this to a tempo as well. It doesn't have to be free form like that, so you can sync that up. And this is some of the most important things about understanding the Series X pedals by Meris. If you can understand how these modifiers work, you already more than likely know how effects, pedals, and things like that work. Let me fix this camera because it has got my whole head cut off. Give me 1 second, folks. Let's play that track one more time. So again, we can assign that to an So it ends up being very musical for some reason. Like I'm not even sure why that bit crush is so musical, but I already love the bit crusher effect that's on the Enzo X. This is like a much more flushed out version of it where I can do a lot more stuff. All right, so you can also assign it to the envelope. You can set the attack time on that and the decay. Bass loud today, ain't it? So the envelope modifiers is based on your actual input of your bass or guitar or whatever you're playing into it. Make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already, and them reactions. One of the first bass people to bring you this up in here, you know? So let's see. That's the envelope, and the hold modifier, of course, you would be just pressing this button here. Then I can create my own. Instead of having a random sequence, I can have a 16-step sequencer and assign that same parameter to that. which is just the sample rate. That's all we working with so far within this pedal is the sample rate. This is how much stuff you can do. You can, have varied for one parameter. You know what I'm saying? It's just insane. So then it really gets, you start to create whole grooves and different things around the fact that you can just create these amazing sequences very easily. And as you can see, that was real random. Might have to keep that one. I'm gonna say that right there. But so far we've assigned it to all the different modifiers, and now we just have the expression pedal setting. So instead of having it on the sequencer, we're now going to turn that to none, and we'll turn this to sample rate. I can go from clean and get as dirty as I want from here. Depending on which values you choose. So definitely makes an incredible pedal. What's going on, folks? I definitely appreciate all y'all chiming in. See what we got here. What's going on? Hope all you guys are having a great evening. All that good stuff. For those of you just chiming in, we focusing on the brand new Ottobit X, which is, I have to say, the most advanced bit crusher, glitchy type of pedal I've run across. I know there's some really nice ones on the market, like the Mood 2 and MK2, I believe, things like that. But this thing is so flexible, it's just ridiculous. I just showed you 7 different ways you can have one parameter give you a bunch of different sounds. And we haven't even gone through the rest of the parameters for that one effect, which is crazy. But, you know, thankfully, the way they have things set up, you can assign all those. Plus, if you want to assign more than one parameter to something. Say I wanted to assign more than one parameter to the hold function, I can just come to any of the expression pedal slots, change the source to hold. Now I got extras, up to 6 extra slots I can assign to the making 7 total I can assign to the hold modifier switch, or the envelope, or the SNH sample and hold, or the LFO, so definitely is crazy. Yeah, and this is just the bit crushing. This is just the crush section of it so far. So we've literally not touched anything else, right? So let's go here. We're gonna go to another blank one. So let's go through some of these preamps. First preamp you'll have is the volume pedal. So that's like 3 different things on this pedal. So let me see what I could do with that. See, can we see the pitch tracking, sample rate, and can the glitching be rhythmic? So on here, the glitching section is different than the crush section. So you got a crush section, which is just your sample rate, modifying your sample rate bit and bits and things like that. Then you have your preamp section, which is things like a tube preamp, vinyl preamp. Then you have the actual glitch filter section. Then you have a glitch section, a pitch section, and you also have an ambient section and a modulation section. So, all right, let's go over to glitch. So glitch can be rhythmic. So that's the glitch. Let me see, let me put one note in. To its actual pitch. That's crazy. You can make the stutter, and then you can still change the speed. And all that from that one note. That's crazy. And all that's just the speed. And that's just the stutter section. You also, you got the freeze, the grain freeze, which I was using on the first patch. But so now it's got a freeze grain freeze function in there. And that allows you to change pitches of it. Ah, that's just nasty work. What's going on, folks? Appreciate you. And trust me, guys, this is way more. This thing is way more than just a noise glitch. You know, let's make some weird noise machine. I'm just showing you the flexibility of each of these effects. You know, of course, I'm gonna make a preset pack. You already know. You know who you're dealing with. You know, it's your boy. I got a preset pack coming for it. Don't worry. But yeah, you can play around with that. And not only that, you can place that freeze in different parts of the effects chain within the internal effects chain. So it can be on your dry signal, the pre, or post. So like after the ambient section, it could freeze the VHS delay or reverb, things like that. So stutter. Then you got the push looper. So right, you can have that fade in. Right, or I can have it fade out. Or just repeat. I can change the speed. Oh, you can run it backwards? Ah. Oh, you can do some really flexible stuff with this. Okay, so that's the push looper. Then we got the wiki wacky. See, this is really hard to do without having it set up. So let me hop over to the hold modifier section. Change this to record and play. So, and change it to latching. So, let's see, did it go? Oh, I think I have to have it like this. Well, let me turn it on. Let me make sure I have it set up on the actual side, right? Give me 1 second, folks. See, this part of the, the very new process, you figure stuff out. Okay. So oh, you can just scratch it. Run it backwards. You can put a break on it. Let's see. Oh, that's sweet. You even get that nice scratch sound in there. Yeah, that's sweet. So that's the wiki wacky looper. So you got two loopers, the push looper, the wiki wacky looper, then you got this tape stop effect here where you could be playing something. Let me like you could just be playing something and it'll just add that tape stop effect to it. That's crazy. And then bring it back. Crazy. And then it even holds it for you right there, right? So you thinking, all right, some time passed, it probably got. Nah. You can even disrupt it. Or you can have, instead of the natural phrase, you can have it do the break and then immediately come back. That's great for like beginning of songs, end of songs. Like and it's like it has a very nice warmth and smoothness to it too. See on bass. Oh, that's fire. So like if I do the natural. You can do some nasty stuff with it, and you can control the speed of it too. So. See, that's real fast. If I want it really slow. Oh, that's nasty. That's nasty. I love little stuff like this because it just came out of nowhere. That's crazy. It took that long for it to come out of nowhere. But that's insane. You can have these will inspire so many. It's going to inspire so many intros and like film scoring, just like all their pedals, Enzo X. You can do an entire film score with an Enzo X for real. Like you can, if you can do it with a synthesizer, for the most part, the Enzo X is very much capable of getting you in that realm. But the Ottobit X will enhance any sounds you're running into it. Just like the Mercury X has so many things, you can use a Mercury X for any instrument. Same thing with the Ottobit X. Just any instrument, you run it in there and it gets nasty. So here's the stutter step. We're going to put it on a note division. And we're going to put it on free. Yeah. added a 26. It's got to get 26 of those notes in that amount of time for that first step. It's literally 32. This is 17 because it's got to do two different, numbers to get it in there. Gives you two different notes. It's cool. And that's nasty. So you can literally, have it set up to sync with everybody else on stage. If you got a drummer using click tracks and stuff like that, you can have this MIDI set up to where you can have those triggers come in for, low effects, breakdowns, whatever, you're going to do, especially in rock and other genres, or like just even in like dubstep, you can probably get some mean dubstep, triggers with that. And it's just, so that's the stutter step, and that's the cool thing about Meris stuff is you don't think you need a $600 sample reducer or glitch pedal until you get to playing, and then you be like, you know what? I think I have some sounds I could do with it. That's typically how it goes with me, at least. Now we'll get to the pitch section. So they have the polychrome, and we'll do 100% mix. Now this one is more so meant for chords. So. And so it tracks amazingly. It's not as tight as tracking as the POG 3, but it's still tight enough where you can use it for your chordal playing and different things like that. More so strumming, Let's mix in some dry signal. Let me see. So it tracks perfectly. Even with the latency there, but that's the polychroma, right? So it's meant for chords, not really faster single lines. But it's still capable. Now we have, and also you have the mono, which is meant to. And mind you, you can set those to the side. Or you can set it to different harmony. What's going on, brother? Appreciate you. You already know. I don't even know any Megadeth off the top of my head. I've played their stuff before, just don't have it memorized. Just the same way I don't have like Bach and all that stuff memorized. You know, when you get a bunch of songs every week, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to keep everything memorized, especially when you write a ton of songs too. But you one of the usual suspects, so I would do it for you. I definitely would. All right, so we got the lo-fi. I just love how it tracks really well. And all these octavers sound slightly different as well. So like even the micro tune is more like if you want to get more chorus. Nice wide stereo chorus. So just like beautiful everything. The auto tune. Oh, this is in the key of C. I believe this is more for singers, you know, so it's actually like pitch correction. Because I'm literally playing a C sharp right now and it's still playing a C, which is insane. And it's playing D when I'm playing E flat. That is insane. It's correcting that in real time. Like that's for more pitch correction, and it's doing it for my bass. Without it, I'm literally up a half step. And he literally took it down a half step. And if you was just, you know, if I was a singer, I'd get in there for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'd get up on there for y'all, but that ain't what I do. So And no, I haven't checked out the MXR textures pedal. That's kind of like, for me, you know, if you going for the Ottobit X, the texture pedal really doesn't even make sense. You know what I'm saying? And with a lot of the stuff on the market, you know, unless you just like love the MXR's, you know, form factor, for me, I didn't hear anything crazy that I would need to jump up and grab that particular pedal. You know, they want to send it to me for review and change my mind. They are more than welcome to. But of course, if I gotta spend the money, or if you guys want me to get it, you know, you can hit that Cash App super chat and put in a note, MXR texture fund. You know, y'all do that sometimes, and I definitely appreciate y'all. Y'all have actually bought a few of these pedals, you know what I'm saying, specifically for me to review. So I definitely appreciate the community. But, you know, it's hard to keep up with every new pedal that come out, you know? And especially when you got something like this available to you that's just crazy work. And I know everybody's not going to need this particular extreme of this, you know what I'm saying? But it's one of those things, it's the last one you'd have to buy type of thing. Yeah, it's one of those. This the last glitch pedal you'd have to buy ever. So let's check out. Oh, we skipped the preamps. So we got to go back. We did all the pitch stuff, right? We did the crush section. We didn't do the filter section yet either. So we'll go back to just the preamp section. And this allows you to do some panning stuff in there. Let me make sure I got all wet bass sound there. So this allows you, if you want to have like panning effects, you can assign this balance here to go back and forth in an LFO. Essentially creating an auto pan effect. You can do that based on with any of the modifiers. So randomly, with the envelope, the whole modifier, all that stuff. So we'll put this back to make my life easier to zero that back out. And then you can also, this also how you have like swelling effects as well. If you wanted like a auto swell, just tie this to your envelope, set your attack time and set the decay time to infinite. And you can even set the speed of it. So, all right, next you got the tube. So you even get your little dirt in there, huh? Get that real dirty there. You got the vinyl preamp. subtly hear that vinyl cracking. And they did it in a very pleasant way. Sometimes I hear these vinyl effects and I'm like, ah, that's not really, pleasant. But as you can hear, this is, you can control that. You can bring that back. You can control the amount. Medium. Heavy. You got the waveform. That you can change the shape of it. Let's see how dirty this gets. Oh, that's extreme. And I would even say you can make your classic synth sound using something like this. Right, we'll take this and we'll put it on the pre, and we'll also add the pitch section monochrome down an octave. So let's get some more. That's really extreme. Matter of fact, let's go to the crush section. Now hit the filter section. So let's make that an envelope filter by assigning the filter cutoff to the envelope. Now, we might want to put that crush in post, in the post position. Matter of fact, let's change the filters position. There we go. And it's even talking to you a little bit there. You still got your ambient section if you wanted to. This is the VHS reverb. Let me change that to an octave up in the pitch section. It's even got like a glide function to it. Turn the glide off. Turn the glide on. Nasty. That's the VHS verb. Playback speed. VH delay. Yeah, so I actually, you when you start really learning how to use a pedal like this, you stop trying to go for sounds that you hear on YouTube, you know what I'm saying, and start to go for what is practical for you, And, luckily, when I create preset packs, I also take that into mind. A lot of times bassists aren't into pedals like the Ottobit X. So to get, especially, higher level bassists, they a lot of them tend to keep it very simple when it comes to effects rigs. And something like the Ottobit X might be like a little bit overkill for what they looking for. But, that's why I appreciate you guys showing up and showing the channel love, you know what I'm saying? Because, y'all could be like some other bass players and be like, why don't you just play guitar? Or, but you guys appreciate what I do, and I appreciate you guys. So, and make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, all that good stuff. And check out the Patreon for preset packs for the Enzo X, the Mercury X. We got preset packs for the Future Impact, which you can't see. It's on the side here. 20-some different preamp packs for the Tonex and Tonex 1 pedals. C4 synth, got a pack for that. So check all that stuff out over on Patreon. You won't regret it. And it'll save you a bunch of time. You see how much time I spend creating or working on like 1 or 2 patches, just, trying to dial in something that's, not just usable, but that is versatile. You know what I'm saying? Can be used for more than one thing. So something like this, I would just simply bring that mix down. Put that mix in there and then bring this reverb down. I mean, this delay. It's the VH delay. And I would said, you know, if you want to keep it simple, I like to use the note divisions. Luckily, you got two of them here, but we'll keep them the quarter note. Appreciate you. And holla at your porch base. Appreciate you stopping by. You know, I always appreciate when the usual suspects stop by. Big Sunno, porch base. Who else was on here? There's a couple of y'all in here. Brandon, be up in the house all the time. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all. I don't know why I always be hitting this thing with my earphone, but yeah. And those of you that are brand new, I definitely appreciate you guys too. Make sure you hit that like button and you know, help me out. So we're going to wrap this up. So there's only one section we really haven't heard from yet, and that's the modulate section. I might just keep that there. Let's go here, and we can just hear the modulate section. I love this div tremolo. And of course, you can set this to a note division. So the width on this one, like, says the width of it's like using the actual width of this allowing thing. See, it's letting it a lot more legato here, a lot more staccato here. Got the tape mod. That really does have like a warm tape. You can even have the dropouts. How much of the dropouts you want. Some wow in there. You got different tape EQs, worn. Let's see, you got muddy, dark, vintage, that joint's crazy, bright, and full. That's sweet. And of course your mix. Yeah, you can use it like a really crazy modulation there. different. This frequency shift, which is a ring modulator. And you can have it go in different directions. Have it going up, down. That's crazy. Auto vibe. So your chorus. Sweet. So that's literally my first impressions of it. I appreciate you subscribing, liking, and all that stuff. Let me see who we got new in the house. Appreciate you, Jimmy. Appreciate you subscribing. You know, I'm going to get out of here, though, guys. You know, so I'll be back doing, you know, yeah, of course I do a series on everything. You know, so especially really extensive pedals like this that really need some attention. You know, I typically do multiple sessions on and, you know, live streams on. So if you like this type of content and this deep dives, not just the little skim overs, you know what I'm saying, where you know, you really don't know what the pedal can do by the end of it, and you don't know what is what and what can be, you know, programmed. You know, we got you over here. So make sure you know, hit that bell, you know what I'm saying, and the notifications as well. Also, check out Patreon if you want to support the channel more. Keep the channel rolling. That everything you do on Patreon, if you want to support $1, $5, or buy preset packs, it all helps out a lot. So, all right, guys, this has been another episode of All Bass Creations, Effects, Tutorials, Demos, and Review. I am the Bassnegus. I hope you had a great evening. Thank you for spending some time with me. Make sure you, if you haven't already, again, you know, follow me on all social media at the Bassnegus, Negus, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.